Let's
We
see what's
love
going
hip
on with
hop.
this J. Cole interview here. J. Cole interview. Let's see if they've posted the full interview yet. 4 hours ago, fall off. Ooh, let's go. Let's go.
In my mind, I'm going to Carolina. Can you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine?
Yeah. I can't believe it's gonna give me a big ass copyright. Let's get to the interview.
Invited us into your home.
That's a good point. And I am out my comfort zone, I ain't gonna lie, because I can feel it right now. I'm like, oh man, I'm nervous. You know what I mean? Like, strangely enough, but I'm nervous because I'm, like, when the last time I did an interview, you know what I mean? Like,
It's been that long because after all the things you've been through, I'm surprised to hear that sitting down in this space in your childhood home can even make you nervous.
Cam. Yo, Cam. You see this? What does that look like? What is that? An interview? Is that an interview? Am I pointing in the right direction? The fuck. There's an interview over here, brother. Wherever I'm pointing, there's an interview over here. Cam, get on the horn. Be like, all right, so you're doing interviews now, right? Before we go to court, just pull up, bro. Get on what it is, and fulfill your side of the obligation.
At me now, when I'm doing like something good for myself, it's understandable.
Yeah, and it's even as you say that, I'm like, so many instances pop in my mind, from back then and even up until recently, where it's like, bro, like, you know what I mean? But the version of me now, the older me, actually.
How are you like friggin' a multimillionaire and you can't get the LASIK surgery to get rid of the unibrow?
I had a rule when I was working on that album, which is like, you can't go on social media. The more I started to work, this is after Kendrick Drake, Dreamville Fest.
Okay, here we go. The meat and potatoes.
I was just like, oh shit, I have all the, I was the opposite.
To like really try it, but I have not gotten there. But I'm glad you have clarity because it feels like,
I'm gonna let it run from here.
You make decisions for you and maybe just for OG Cole fans, because dropping an album in 2026 with 24 songs an hour and 40 minutes, very few people would be brave enough to do that. Right. Like, I think when you recorded Forest Hills Drive, there was a version that was a double disc. You played it and you were like, this is too long. So once it got to the fall off, you were just like, nah, I'm going to go for it.
No, it actually happened the reverse. Like, it happened like, like you said, Forest Hills Drive was like a double disc at one point. And then right, towards the end, I'm like, oh, I'm bugging. Like, this shit is way too long. You know what I mean? And then we cut it down. On this one, at a certain point, I was just like, oh shit, I have all the, I was the opposite. I was cutting too many songs that I've loved and felt passionate about. I'm like, yo, nah, this shit don't make sense. Like, that's the fall off too, though. Like, that reaches the bar. Like, that's gotta be there. And eventually I was just like, yo, I think there's two stories being told, and I think this is a double disc project. And I see it. Because I think you asked earlier, like, when that concept for Disc 29, when this was a 15-song album, the concept was always in line with Disc 29's concept, which was like, yo, it was a trip back home at the height of fame, and I'm dealing with X, Y, and Z. But it was not as microscopic, super hyper focused. It was more interpretive, like how Forest Hills.
Sorry, there's a part of me that doesn't give a fuck about him. Like, oh, yo, you went back to Fayetteville, and like, that story doesn't move me. And listen to all the J. Cole fans, which I am one of them. If that story moves you, cool. It just doesn't move me, fam.
Respond to that, and you see me sending a text to the girl that like I've been knowing for a while, and like every time I come,
it's just like snooze fest shit.
As I've ever had in hip hop, like just the fallout, all the conversation around it, and I always wondered what was.
Okay, here's
I basically had to like just gather myself. First of all, had to like recover. That shit was like, that shit was a big whirlwind of emotions at that time. Drake, Dreamville Fest, out this big climax moment or whatever. So the original non-double disc version was the same story, but a much more interpretive version. It wasn't like, oh, then this happens, then this happens, then this happens. It was like,
so you wanted that space to be able to like really zero in on the story.
The more I started to work, this is after Kendrick Drake, Dreamville Fest, I basically had to like just gather myself. First of all, had to like recover. That shit was like, that shit was a big whirlwind of emotions at that time.
Did you have to like meditate, like how you moved through that space? Because that was one of the loudest experiences I've ever had in hip hop. Like just the fallout, all the conversation around it. And I always wondered what was going through your mind.
My part in it specifically. Or you mean the overall thing?
Yeah, you were just watching, like, because you had come off, you had this dope feature run, you clearly had Might Delete Later already ready to go.
Yes.
We were building up to the fall off. Cole fans were like, you can't tell us nothing right now, we're outside. And then, so you're on the stage at Dreamville Fest, and I always wondered what was going through your mind in the 5 seconds before you made the apology, the 5 minutes, the 5 hours before. Was it something that you had really thought of and planned? Or did you get on the stage and felt like, I need to do this?
No, it hit me an hour before.
Okay.
Wow.
But before that, I was stressing the fuck out but in the moment that the idea came to me, like via God, it's like, oh man, I lifted and I got light and I got excited. I got so excited because, to tell you the 2 or 3 days before that, it was like, oh my, this is terrible, because I felt like I misrepresented myself. You know what I mean? It's like all of a sudden I'm giving life to division and to negative storylines or negative perceptions on somebody that I fuck with and got love for. You know what I mean? Somebody that I like care about. And it's like, oh shit. In my mind, of course, I mean, I could take you back to, we know why that happened in the first place, but just to answer your question, that shit had me feeling terrible, because I'm like, oh my God, like this shit is nasty. This shit don't feel right. And
oh my God, brother, it's just a rap battle. Niggas is just shooting words at each other. Nobody's gonna freaking get hurt, bro. This nigga, like, I like J. Cole, bro, but like, and he seems like such a nice guy, but like nice guy to the point of like, you might be pussy, bro. I just went through a whole rant about being pussy, but like, nigga, if this nigga's just sending some words at you, he said, you're not the big three. You responded to him. You said that his catalog was mid, the man said. He said his shit was mad. Right? So you were ready for smoke. And then it's like, I didn't feel good in my soul. But you didn't feel bad about leaving Drake out to dry. It's just sickening behavior, brother.
And of course, leading up to it, when I was doing it, it made sense. Actually, I can't really say it made sense, but in a moment where I wasn't clear, like we were just talking about, I chose to do something that didn't align. It's like putting on the fucking outfit, the Versace sweater or whatever. In a moment where I wasn't clear, I chose to go this way for reasons that I could tell you about. But all you need to know right now is like, yo, I felt miserable about it. Like literally. Like
no. Tell us the reason.
My
tell us
whole
now.
demeanor, my whole shit, my wife could tell. And so I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go on the stage and like come out here and pretend. Almost like people think that I'm representing. Might Delete Later had just dropped. It's the biggest news. Not saying Might Delete Later is, but just the drama of all of this is the biggest news happening. And I'm coming out as a representative of what the fuck they just heard. It's like, nah. So an hour before, it was like, like, yo, in a very loud manner, on a very public forum on your album, you said some shit you didn't believe in. Now you got the opportunity to go on a bigger forum, a bigger stage is being live stream and say something that you believe in. And in that moment, I'm like, thank you, God. Like, told my wife, she don't.
Oh my God. I don't mean to keep on stopping the shit here, man, but brother, this is why Maul gets so pissed off. When Maul's always like, J. Cole could never say, oh, he's taking niggas' heads off. He's the unibomber. I don't know, bro. You're not none of that, fam. Because to you, competition makes your stomach sick. It makes you lose sleep. I know Kendrick's your friend, but brother, you're losing sleep over getting in the booth? Holy shit. You would have thought you smacked one of Kendrick's kids. It's not that serious, brother. I know it got serious because, you know, you got lawsuits and niggas being called PDF files and other niggas being called woman beaters. It got nasty. But, bruh, it could have just been some cool hip-hop shit. You said the song that you sent was nowhere close to where the shit went to. And you were losing sleep over saying that Kendrick's catalog wasn't the best? You're a pussy, bro. I'm sorry, fam. That's wild pussy, my nigga.
The only one I told. I ain't telling nobody else. I was like, yo, this one I'm about to go do. She start crying because she know how I feel about him.
Crying?
You know what I mean? Like she knows, and she saw how it was weighing on me.
Yo, your chick started crying? Yo, bro, what kind of mesquite household is this, fam? Oh my God, you discredit. Oh my God, why did you do that, Cole? Oh my God. Like, what do you got? Yo, bare soy milk in the fridge, fam.
The 2-3 days before that, she could see in my whole energy, and she would even ask me, and I'm just like, yeah, I got a lot going on right now. Like, so when I go and do it, I felt even better than I felt knowing I was gonna do it. I felt like, if you'd have seen me that night, man, mind you, the demeanor of everybody around me.
I was just gonna say,
like, damn, nigga, like my man Barry from since the 80s, you know, he Earth Gang, signed Earth Gang, and yeah.
He'll always keep it real with you.
100%, that's my nigga. Like but he just sitting there like, he like, you a good dude, man. But he's almost disgusted about it. Like, he's almost hurt about it. And if you would have saw me, I'm just like, bro, like I feel amazing because now the world knows how I really actually feel.
Yo, but this is what is mind-blowing to me, right? The reaction that everybody had, and we'll talk more like later, especially.
You see, niggas is afraid to tell Cole to his face that he's pussy. Behind closed doors, and maybe Nadeska, because Nadeska's a nice lady, all right? So she seems like a very nice lady. So I can't see Nadeska behind closed doors saying, this nigga pussy. Can't believe this nigga really said, oh, my wife, when I cried, we cried together over Kendrick. Yo. Fam, I could see why this nigga doesn't do a lot of interviews, bro. You might need to step away from podcast mics, Cole, because you're making this shit worse, bro. If Drake was pissed at you before, he's going to watch this interview and said, what? Man, them are crying over this shit? What? Nigga, he called me a PDF file. He used like the A minor shit, nigga. Like, he said, Bucka got a weird case, bro. You and wifey are crying, bro? Like, I'm bleeding, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Oh, my God.
Now a couple years removed, people are still excited for the fall off. It's like shocking that even happened, the place where we're at now. But I'm amazed that you felt so good after doing that.
Man, I felt
You looked around and you're like, I don't care how upset y'all are.
Fuck, I was so light and because I knew at the end of the day, he heard me and the world heard me. You know what I mean? It's like, yo.
I'm not gonna lie. It does feel good being pussy. See what I feels like there? I'm glad I told that story. Because I felt good not killing that guy. Right? He's like, yo, I felt good, man. Yo, I took the most pussiest move. Slept like a baby. Yo, the man was stressed out before. Yo, I'm going to have to go fight. Oh, man, I'm nervous. Oh, shit. I'm going to have to go write more bars. I'm going to have to say hurty words. Oh, no. Oh, my God, I'm stressed. My wife, yo, they're crying. As soon as he's just like, yo, I don't want to fight no more. I'm pussy. This guy went to bed. Slept like a bear. It feels good being pussy. I want to load off of my back, man. I don't got to go to war. I'm pussy. I admit it, I'm pussy. What's for dinner? where we going after the concert? This nigga felt good, bro. Oh man. It's like niggas don't gotta punch me in the face. I avoided that. Whew. Whew.
If I never say another word on this again, like y'all see where I stand. And it's like, yo, I made in my mind, I made a wrong or right in the best way that I could. Yo, you did wrong. You were in the wrong. I put myself in the wrong. Now, mind you, in my mind, I had like justifications and how I thought it would go and boom, boom, boom. But in reality, when it actually played out, I was like, oh God, that was fucking stupid. And now, how do you make a wrong or right? And it just came to me like an hour before.
I gotta give you props for that. You're a brave person. It's like you said, yo, hip hop is
Legeska, he ain't gonna hit, he ain't gonna let you hit, or he ain't gonna let you give him some dome. So just relax.
I love this culture, but it is scary. You know what I mean? The way people will come for you, like personally attack you for things, and the things people said after that were you really just hanging out at a beach minding your business after this?
No. But it was funny because I was actually at a beach just for like a couple of days. I went to this little beach spot. And so, but mind you, I didn't know that the I guess a meme or whatever was going around saying that. So people showing me like, bro, this is crazy. Like, you're actually at a beach. But it wasn't, but mind you, to let you know though, because it kind of goes with what we were saying earlier, but I didn't finish my thought, where it's like, I did what I did and I felt light, free, like I had did the right thing for me. You know what I mean? I had made a wrong right. However, like, you know, the world, they don't give a...
Sorry, I don't mean to stop the video. He's like, the big bad Kendrick won't say some bad words to me now, man. Whew. I was scared of that Kendrick nigga, bro. Drake, not so much. But Kendrick, I heard about him. That's what it sounds like to me. Like, I don't give a shit what Drake cares, how Drake feels about this shit. What you gonna do? Rap against me, nigga? I'll body you, nigga. I'll put you into the ground. That's Drake. Listen, if you see this, bro, that's how mans are thinking about you, bro. Okay? Let me make my screen bigger. Nigga, that's how mans feel about you, bro. Fuck what Drake thinks. What's he gonna do? Rap against me? I'll kill him. Nigga ain't got no pen compared to me. The hell? Who you gonna call his 10 ghostwriters? I'll kill them niggas. I'll kill all 10 of his ghostwriters. Oh, but Kendrick? Oh, I can't sleep. I can't eat. Wifey, hug me. Kendrick, oh, I'm scared of him. I heard about him. He be doing burpees and push-ups. Oh, the big bad boogeyman. You know what? Let me take back that diss track. This is why I'm glad you didn't diss anybody else, fam. You don't have the right to diss any of them niggas. You took back the Kendrick diss. I don't want to hear you dissing Drake for sure. Never, ever, ever, okay? I don't give a fuck if Drake fucks your wife. You're not allowed to diss him. Okay? You're not allowed to diss Lil Pump no more, bro. I'm sorry, fam. That's done. That's dead. You can't diss Lil Pump no more, fam. It's over. Right? Who else did he diss? Did he diss Kanye? Right? Did he make that song? Oh, I'm so disappointed in you, Kanye. Oh my God. Oh my God. Fuck that. Take that song, delete that one too. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to hear none of that shit, bro. You are not the what is it? Unabomber, bro. False prophet. Thank you. None of that shit applies no more, fam. Because if you're scared of Kendrick, then be scared of everybody, bro. Because you're acting like Kendrick is the craziest rapper in the world. Oh, how dare I diss him? Now I can't sleep at night. But everybody else is pussy, right? All right, bro.
Well, fuck about that. Mm-hmm. And they fucking me up, like, in terms of, like, you know, they fucking me up, basically, like my name, reputation, boom, boom. And so that was, although, like, you know, the lightness that I felt made it easier to deal with. Over time, I don't know how long that shit lasted. It felt like a very long time, but it was like over time I had to process that shit, and I had to get right, because you know, of course, at the time it felt like the right move, and it always felt like the right move. But there were times where the thoughts of like, damn, nigga, you're fucking done right now. You know what I mean? Like, that's what the world is saying. It's over. You know what I mean? Like that shit, not that it like, it wasn't dominant, but it was in my mind. And it was like, it brought up emotions and fears that I had to like sit with and fight. And so a part of my reaction to that was, oh man, I'm leaving out a critical part of the story. Cause
but you got some of your thoughts out on Port Antonio. That was later that year?
Yes, but I'm leaving out a critical part of the story for you in a sense that like you said, I had Mike Dilly later, and I had the Fall Off ready to go.
Yeah.
And the plan was dropping Mike Dilly later. That shit was Mike Dilly later was always dropping at the spot that it dropped. That was the date it was going to drop right before Dreamville Fest. Of course, that song 7 Minutes it wasn't on it. It was the whole album minus that song. And then I had the Fall Off coming like 8 weeks later, mind you. So it was like, you know,
wow.
I had the Fall Off coming probably like 2 months after that, right? Here's the asterisk next to I had the Fall Off coming. I was finishing the album. I was on tour with Drake. And if you would have heard me talk about the Fall Off probably for the 4 or 5 months prior to almost releasing the album, what you would have heard is me and E both. This is my man. You would have heard us talk about the Fall Off like this. Man, let's get this shit the fuck out and be done with this shit. Like, come on, bro. We had been working on it for 8 years at that point.
Damn.
So we were exhausted and the music was fire, but we were damn near over it. You know what I mean? Where it's like, yo, this shit is taking a long time. It's like, let's put this shit out. And I genuinely thought that I was like done. Like how I feel now, like hella inspired. Like I was not at that point. I was like exhausted. I had gave everything in my mind. You know what I mean? From the feature run to the off season, to Mike Delete later, to everything that I had done.
Oh my God, that was an amazing time. Just sorry to interrupt, to just be a J. Cole fan. Like you have to know, like, sorry, continue.
No, I appreciate it. I mean, I had the same amount of fun. You know what I mean? Like I enjoyed it that much too. But they hit a stretch.
This bitch. Sorry, Nadeska. I fuck with you. I didn't mean to call you bitch. This chick was like, hold on, let me glaze you for a second. Oh, you know what? Let me shut the hell up. I'm glazing. You continue. Like you didn't even have a question. You're just like, hold on, give me a second. I just need to glaze. Like, God damn, bro. Drake be watching these interviews like, I hope you all treat me the same way if I ever give you all the opportunity to sit down with me. Because like, even the look on her face, just like, oh my God, I love you so much, Cole. It's not, listen, I know that this is a dope opportunity for her. Obviously, the opportunity has probably got her like glowing, but she's one of them J. Cole fans, like, oh, Cole can't do no wrong. So it's like, this is like, oh my God, now I get to hear my favorite rapper just talk and I'll just agree with everything he says.
Right before we were going to put the album out, where I was exhausted.
Yeah.
And I talked about the album negatively. Like, no lie. If you would have heard us, like, you see me on stage with Drake, I think I used to do this part in the show where I'd be like, yeah, I've been working on this album. It's almost done. But I'm like, I've been working on this album so fucking long. You can hear the pain damn near in my voice. But I really genuinely was over it. And I thought I was truly done because I couldn't write shit. It was like 3-month stretch where it's like, I couldn't write a verse, nothing worthwhile. And I had prayed and I was like, God, let me know when it's time. I had did that many times. Like, yo, let me know when it's time. Like when it's really time for this album to come out and it's really time for me to be done, let me know.
Okay.
And I thought he was showing me that it was time because I was over it. I couldn't write shit. I thought like, yo, I guess I've said everything that I have to say. And here it is, the Fall Off, and here go Mike Delete later, and I'm done. So mind you, what happens. The world is fucking me up. And in my mind, I'm like, yo, they shitting on you right now. Like everything you've built, you know what I mean? Like everything you think you've built is like, yo, they just fucking you up. You catching these hands from the world, basically. And how do you feel about that?
Hold on, let me address this comment because I see you, brother. I've seen this comment a few times, but let me address it here because we covered this. Moody, salute to you, Moody. We covered the K2 story. If you're talking about the Snapchat messages, we already covered that. You know what I'm saying? We definitely dissected. We did our due diligence on that story right there.
I mean, like, I'm in a good place. So it's like, it's not fucking with me too much, but damn, I mean, I am hearing it. Mind you, not because I'm seeing it. I could tell because at this point I had to even get off my YouTube because every other motherfucking video, I just want to watch random documentaries but every other video that I see is like some shit like about me damn near. So I had to get off that. But I knew it was getting bad because people were calling to check on me and texting me to check on me. Like, hey, you good, bro? Like,
I would have done the same thing if I could have. Yeah, we were worried.
So mind you, I am good.
Yeah.
But
we'll circle back to if there's some new ones, I'll circle back after the story.
I'm thinking in my mind, like, oh, they must be tearing me the fuck up because people are checking on me like, you know, as if they think I'm in a bad place. You know what I mean? So I'm asking myself, yo, how do you feel about this? They fucking you up. How do you feel about that? I mean, obviously it don't feel good, but you know, can you control any of that? What's happening right now? Nah, I can't control none of that. No. Did you ever come down here to this fucking beat machine right here, make a beat, write a song so that people that you never met in your life, or even if you met them in your life, would say great things about you at all times? Is that why you actually came down here and did that? Mm-hmm. And it was like, you know, I'm talking to myself. It's like, nah, that's not why I did this. Okay, why did you start doing this shit in the first place? Why did you walk down those steps right there? Thank God my parents let me like play this shit loud. I used to have these speakers loud as fuck. Make a beat on this beat machine. Why did you do that? And why did you sit here and write your first songs and your first raps? Me and my man said used to sit right in this room and write on Friday nights. We just come down here and just write. Why did you do that? I did it because I loved it. Like I genuinely like fell in love with doing it. I was so excited about it. Boom, boom. Aha. Next question. This is a conversation I'm having with myself. Maybe in a meditation, maybe after a meditation or whatever. The next question is, aha, you did that because you loved it. Do you currently love this shit right now? Do you currently love it right now? Mind you, that world is fucking me up. You know what I mean? I may be on that beach on that day, but I'm not on that beach like, oh, I'm on that beach soul searching.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, why did you ever do this shit in the first place? Oh, because you loved it. Do you love it right now? And I had to like sit there for a second and go like, oh shit. Oh my God. Like, no. Like, I mean,
right, let's stop this for a second. Holy shit, bro. How you make an interview boring too, bro? Because I see in the comments over here, Danny Gable says this J. Cole album is boring as hell. This interview is boring as hell. Holy shit, bro. Get to the fucking point, my nigga. Like, user says fast forward. Like, fam, I can't fast forward because he started making a point in the beginning like 5 minutes ago, and I'm waiting for him to wrap up the actual point. And he's like, you know, because I felt like the way I felt when I was making the album, and then, you know, the shit started happening, and I'm waiting for him to say, so I say all of this to say, bada boom. And I'm still here waiting, fam. I'm like, brother, get to the point. Holy shit, man. This is why niggas be clowning you, bro. Just word salad.
Yeah, I love it, but it's like, yeah, you love it, you say, but what are you doing that actively shows any love for this thing that you fell in love with? Mm-hmm. You don't listen to this shit no more. You don't even fucking want to do this shit no more. Like, you talking about this album you've been working on for 8 years. Listen to how you talking about your own album. Man, let's get this shit the fuck out, man, and just be done, man, and just go ride off into the sunset, bro, and just, you know what I mean? Like, that's how you want to put out your last album? Like, I say all that to say, like,
oh, fuck, oh my God. Oh my God. He found it. He found it. Gang. I should have put a timer on this, like 10 minutes later. I say all of this to say.
Led with this. But when that shit happened, and I did what I did on the Dreamville stage, and the world was fucking me up, it was the biggest blessing I could have received. No bullshit, because it led me to this conversation with myself right here, where I was like, oh shit. Like, nigga, that's how you want to go out? Like, you want to drop the fall off. You've been working on this bitch 8 years. You want to go out feeling like, oh, man, just get this shit out and just ride off. Like, that's how, I don't give a fuck how fire the album is. That's how you want to feel about it? You want to feel tapped out and you can't write another verse? And I was like, fuck no, I don't want to feel like that. I was like, well, how do you want to feel? Well, shit. When I put out the Fall Off, I want to feel fucking inspired. Like I can go do 3 more albums. Like I hate how I feel right now. Like this shit whack. Like I don't want to be like talking about the album like this or like feeling like I ain't got shit to say. All right then. So
how do we get back to talking about the Fall Off, nigga? We were talking about the Drake and Kendrick and how you felt after the Dreamville Fest. Where are we going, fam? Get us back on track. Come on. Yo, Jermaine, please, brother, get us back on track, fam.
Oh, can you control that? Oh, yeah, I can control that. Oh, you've been here many times before, right? Yeah, I have been in a space many times where I've had to like light my flame back and fall back in love with this shit. All right, so you know what to do. Yeah, I do know what to do. But this time you got to do it a little different. Like, don't do exactly what you did before. So that conversation was such a realization for me, and it set me on a mission of like falling back in love with this shit. Mm-hmm. And so too, I know I'm answering like 4 questions ago because I was
I'm with you.
taking a roundabout way to get here.
Yes.
But the reason why it became a double album is because I fell back in love with this shit and my pen got on fire. Like over the course of the next few months, it's like I just became obsessed with this shit. I felt like I was 16 years old. And really what it came down to was spending time with this thing that I love, listening to this thing that I love, listening to artists. I would do this back in the days. Like if I get in a little funk, of course you're gonna go play Reasonable Doubt, nigga. Of course. Like you done been there mad time.
Yeah.
Of course you're gonna go play Inquimini. Of course you're gonna play Illmatic. You're gonna boom boom. Yeah, nigga, we know.
Okay, all right. You're starting to do the old man thing, and I'm old. I'm like mad older than this nigga, but you're starting to do the old man thing, where you're being super long-winded. You're getting from here to here to here to here. And it's like, no, you better sit there and listen there, young'un. You're going to get the jewels if you're going to miss the jewels if you don't listen, if you ain't listening close enough. So what was I saying now? What was I saying? So we used to have to walk about 30 kilometers, miles to get to school with water on our back. Like, nigga, shut up.
Man, I was listening to shit shit that I overlooked in that experience. It's like, oh shit, I should know this by now because I've been doing it so long. But I realized like, yo, I'm lethal and at my best when I have solitude, when I can wake up, I go to sleep making a beat, flipping a sample, chop.
Right, I don't care. I'm sorry, man. I can't do it. I tried. Okay. I think we got what semblance of an answer to the Drake Kendrick question from what I've interpreted off of this long-winded rigmarole meandering rant is that he was very upset at the fact that he dissed Kendrick. Like he said, he was losing sleep. Him and his wife cried together. They hugged. They prayed about it. And who gives a fuck how Drake feels? That's my interpretation of this. All right. Maybe I'm biased and I'm okay with that. But I'm interpreting it like I was afraid of the big bad boogeyman. He was going to end my career if he actually goes into the booth and replies to this garbage that I put on, might delete later. But the other light-skinned youth, if his feelings get hurt in the process, who cares? He ain't going to do shit to me because I'll put him in the ground if he tries to freaking diss me on with these bars. That's my interpretation, okay? Y'all might interpret it different. It's art. It's up to your own interpretation. Put it that way. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.